welcome back to Level Up in Life and Business podcast with your girl, Anthony Allen. Okay, guys, really quick, this is a solo episode. I want to talk about something that everyone faces at some point. Feeling stuck in a rut, whether it's indecisiveness or hitting a roadblock or just simply losing momentum. This episode is for you. First of all, why do we get stuck? Why do we get stuck? Let's address the elephant in the room and the big question, why do we get stuck in a rut? I don't know, but it happens to me all the time. According to a study published by Harvard Business Review, 35% of entrepreneurs feel stuck due to burnout, indecisiveness, lack of clarity, and that's because they are running a business, okay? Running a business isn't just about ideas, it's about constant execution, and that can be overwhelming. So if you're feeling like you're spinning the wheels, if you're feeling like you're just hitting a roadblock, you are not alone, guys. The good news is I have some tips that are going to help you navigate through these roadblocks, okay? And we're going to move you guys forward. So these are personal tips that I do. And I find them helpful. So let's just see how it goes. Now let's talking about breaking out of the rut, right? Getting those feelings out and just kind of facing the hard truths when it comes to why am I here? Take a moment and reflect. Reflect why you are feeling stuck. Are you overwhelmed? Is your mission unclear? Do you have your strategy in place, you guys? Do you have your strategy in place? We're going to talk about this, okay? Because a lot of times this can lead to confusion, exhaustion, and just not knowing what to do when you are hustling, and you do not have a roadmap. Now, I always stress the importance of having a roadmap in your business, and you guys, this is where the strategy comes into play, okay? So the next step I want to say is, are your goals too big? Do you feel like you are setting goals that are just kind of completely out of reach again, and you do not know how you're going to obtain them? This can also lead to burnout. Even sometimes doing a small task feels overwhelming. So if you're unsure about the next move, don't be afraid to ask for help, ask for feedback, call on your team, call on your friends. DM me, you guys. That is what we are all here for. I don't want anyone to get stuck in a rut. I don't want anybody to feel like they have to give up because they have lost some type of momentum. So the next step we are going to do is maybe it's time for a refresh or a pivot. When you continue to do the same thing over and over again, it gets a little bit monotone, and it does get to be a bit stagnant. And in that time, you're kind of questioning yourself if you're doing the right thing. Is this really working? Especially if the results have kind of pivoted. That's when I always say it's time to look back at your strategy and make sure you are doing what you are supposed to do. Now, you guys, in this strategy journal, because you guys have heard me talk about this so much, and I'm so happy to be on camera with this podcast today, because the last few episodes I have just been on audio and I haven't been in front of the camera, but I'm happy to actually show you this on camera. And for those of you listening, just go to my Instagram and you guys will be able to see this beautiful binder, okay? But in this strategy, in this strategy journal, I really curated a way to help you avoid the burnout, right? I have curated a plan to help you simply open up and execute your roadmap to success, right? Of course, it does take some time for you to really kind of just focus on the strategy, but once you've got it going in gear, honey, you are locked and loaded and ready to go. So with that being said, I think preparation is key. Sometimes when we feel the overwhelm and when we hit the burnout, it's because we just simply aren't prepared. When you're prepared, you are clear in your vision, you're clear in your thoughts, which means you are clear in your action. So I strongly recommend all of my clients, even myself, when I get to those moments of complete burnout and just utter I don't want to do this anymore. I am really looking back at my strategy. I'm pivoting and I'm kind of resetting and thinking this is in alignment with what I'm supposed to be doing. And I might take a day off, but then I'm ready to bounce back. I am ready to bounce back. I don't sulk in it too long. So I think the tip one was resetting and refocusing. The tip two was definitely making sure that you have your strategy and that you are prepared. I think step three is just taking that time off and then ready to go with the action plan. And I'm going to leave you with one more. One more tip that I'm going to say when it is time to just resist the burnout. Physically, are you doing okay? You need the energy. Like, you need to make sure you are well in terms of your health. You need to make sure you are feeling good. You need to make sure you are hydrated. Like, all those things, you guys, you cannot move on an empty tank. When you feel burnout, it's because you are exhausted. You are completely exhausted, and that means it's time to check in with yourself. Tap back in. Are you exercising? Are you getting movement? A lot of the times when I feel that burnout and just that overall fatigue, I'm not treating myself right. I'm not putting the best things into my body. So I always say that it starts with the foundation. The foundation is you. That was a very, very quick kind of, tips on how to help you refurbish and refresh for the new year. Do not lose momentum, you guys. Hang in there. And next time, I'll be back with more.